I'm very disappointed with what I'm about to read. So I, so this has to do with white person telling an Asian, Korean American person. Well, this Korean person that actually have this of Korean descent. So he has Korean backgrounds. Anyways, so this was caught on Charles Choi's TikTok, which he was at bar, and he encountered a white person, a white woman, with another Asian woman, and the white woman has apparently said there is no Asian hate. So this is where it gets wrong. So Charles Choi, on his TikTok, Instagram, Instagram account, yeah, Charles Choi boy. So we don't know the Asian, the both ladies' names, but so the white woman said, "I just heard Asian hate, and I'm over the whole narrative because I'm tell me what is this Asian hate?" So he was talking on TikTok, and yeah. So yeah, he ended up meeting a white woman, as seen on the TikTok. Uh-huh. And the what? And yeah, and then there's the Asian person, white Asian woman. What? I mean, I don't see the Asian community out there protesting over Asian hate because there is no Asian hate. So what that woman was probably referring to is Black Lives Matter. So the black people were, you know how the black people were protesting against white people and that kind of stuff. Well, Asian people, yeah, we were protesting, but you know these people are just blindsided to it, and yeah. And even back in the day, Asians were protesting because yeah, even in North America, we were treated like second class people because even though we're trying to earn a living here, trying to get a better life, because back in Asia it was kind of, you know, since everyone's so competitive, you know, they're trying to like make a living. So Asians, they come over to the USA and Canada, trying to make a living, and then yeah. And then many Asians out there talk, oh, go back to China and all that racist shit. And so Charles Choi, he responds by telling her that have been protests for the cause, and yes, that is true. That is true. And the protest, especially when coronavirus started and when people started blaming Chinese people for starting coronavirus, which is not 100% true, and we're still, some people blame the USA for starting it, and there's some sort of army base where they store like some sort of like I think weapons. And also people also blaming people who looked similar to Chinese people, which means Korean, Malaysian, Taiwan, Mongolian, Malaysian, Japanese, and yeah, people from yeah, Thailand and other neighboring countries that look similar to yeah. And just seeing these racists, I wanna really punch them and say, fuck y'all. So even what makes this even worse is the Asian woman sitting next to that white woman that says, "You feel oppressed." So what's stupid is an Asian person tells another person, you're oppressed." So yeah, usually you don't really see Asians going against Asians. So obviously the Asian woman is woke. She's dumb. She's a dumbass bitch. And yeah. So yeah, when the white woman goes more stupid and said, how you feel oppressed, and so Charles here explains how he has been racially profiled and this hate speech and hate crimes happening. And that idiot woman said, "Oh, where's the Asian hate?" And that Asian woman with that sitting next to that white woman said, I'm Asian and I don't feel any hate." And Charles unfortunately had to tell them the effects on coronavirus on the Asian community, detailing how Asians have been targeted on violent hate crimes over the past couple years, and a white woman said, interrupted him and said, "No, that's a false narrative." And obviously she's obviously believing, "Oh, that's fake news." And yeah, she's definitely against Asians, probably yeah. But how can it be a false narrative when, let's go back to Donald Trump, okay? Remember how Donald Trump said China virus, Kung flu, and Wuhan virus, and all that idiotic stuff with first saying China virus on Twitter? He is the one of the main causes of people starting to hate Asians even more, and yeah. And I remember in that video, as Stop AAPI organization saying there was at least over 9,000 reports, and even more than that actually, due to some Asians not contacting the police because the police have not really been helpful to the Asians, and even in Canada, yeah, they haven't really been, according to the Chinese Canadian support group. And this has been through yeah, May 2020 to June 2021, and yeah. And AAPI data, they estimated that at least over 2 million Asian American adults have experienced harassment, a hate crime, or discrimination since the start of the pandemic. And since Donald Trump used these terms, racist terms, incorrect, and WHO clearly telling people, do not use these terms. Their actual correct terms is coronavirus, and the scientific term is COVID-19. That other terms are not accurate and is false. So many people have expressed anger and even that they were even frustrated that that Asian woman was siding with that white woman. And one person said, "I'm not white, just so you guys know, is my 13 Reasons," referring to the TV show 13 Reasons Why, in which the main character kills herself. So another person said, not the token Asian friend. And the third person said, note the self-hating Asian woman next to her. So as an Asian, you need to like, you're an Asian. Obviously, you're going to get targeted because of and not Asians have been victims of hate, but you need to understand that some people have been targeted and harassed and been a target of racism, physically, verbally, cyber, maybe all three, because some people do that. Fourth person said, one who is a suspect of the woman's racial identity, writing, if she has to explain what she is POC, she's probably not POC. Fifth person that wrote, I'm not white. A girl like that that makes your racism any better. It doesn't. Six persons criticized the Asian woman, writing, I'm Asian, I don't feel hate. And clarified, just because she doesn't feel hate doesn't erase the fact that other Asians do, which is a common fact. No, just because it didn't happen to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen to everyone else. So another person who I'm judging by the comments said, bro, the Asian person fighting back broke my heart for real, from our own people. And the fact that some people are like commenting back with that's fake news whenever they're presented with actual facts, you see it in the media all the time. People like see actual facts and actual news, and they put their feelings over actual fact and actual statements. And just because it doesn't admit to it, and like that fake Black Lives Matter like stuff, and when that is not actually accurate. Like, so some people said, oh, this happened, and they blame it on a bad thing that they actually caused, and they blame it on someone else when it was actually their fault. And some people actually find out, and it was that person, and they get fined and arrested and charged. And what I hate is even more about this is that Asian person. Looking at the photo, I don't know if she's a Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, or Malaysian, or Taiwanese, or what else. But the fact that she said, I'm Asian and I don't feel and I'm not oppressed, damn, she is literally denying her own Asianness, and you should be proud if you're Asian or Asian descent. You should be proud of your heritage, and just like if if you're European, you should be proud of your European heritage. If you're like African, like actual Africa, be proud of that. If you're an Asian, be proud of that, because everyone comes back from a different cultural background, and you should be proud of that. You don't have to assimilate to another culture and forget about it, like, So literally, that Asian woman's comment is she's literally denying that the fact that she's Asian, and yeah, yeah, it's like she's assimilated into another culture, and yeah, even forgetting the fact that she is Asian, and yeah, I hate bitches like her. And Asian hate is actually, it's like telling someone bullying does not exist, racism does not exist, but bullying and racism does exist, and hate crimes do exist, like sexism also does, and many other problems in the world, and yeah. So if you're going to try and deny the fact that some of these are happening, you're an idiot, and you deserve to rot in hell. And please report any crimes to other, reliable people who can actually do something, like Asian supporting organizations. So if you're an Asian, because the police aren't really helpful. So if you're not Asian, please step in for other Asians, and if you're an Asian and step help another Asian, report it to the local Asian support group, and yeah, make it be well known. And if you want to post about it, use the hashtag Stop Asian Hate, and which is not a trend, as I keep saying. And yeah, it's not Black Lives Matter, which is overused, and yeah, just complete lies, and yeah. And like David Lee has said, people are endorsing Asian culture, but they are not accepting Asian people, and they're literally making a joke about us celebrating Asian holidays like Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year, which doesn't even belong to you, and yeah. Man.